What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. Of course, my name is Rodney. Do me a favor, smash that like button before we get started. It helps with the algorithm. And today we're going to be talking about everyone's 3 favorite projects in this space. Of course, that's Saitama, Terareum, and Lillian Finance. Of course, Saitama peaking in November of 2021, but Terareum and Lillian Finance really having their peak last year in 2022. And recently, all 3 of these projects did things that really rubbed me the wrong way, and they're 3 very different things. We'll talk about them here in a second, but if they want to continue in 2023 and continue to make some sort of noise in the DeFi world, they got to stop doing things that just seem like money grabs, and it seems like they're just wrecking their own community. I will explain right now, but again, make sure to slap that like button, all that good stuff. And first, we'll start off with Saitama. Okay, so of course, Saitama did release its main use case, which is SATA Pro. Now, they are offering a SATA card, which is their SATA card Black, which is just a debit card for cryptocurrency transactions. Now, there's an application fee for it, and it's $200 USD. Now, there are application fees, but usually not for debit cards in the real world. Now, I made a comment about this on my Twitter, and people were like, dude, there's fees all the time for credit cards. You don't get charged to apply for a Chase credit card. You don't get fees for that. You get annual fees, but you don't have an application fee. And you damn sure as hell don't get fees for opening a debit card with a bank account, because there's no credit involved. There's nothing they're doing for you. Like, credit cards are like a service, right? Like, for example, I have a Chase credit card and many others, but Chase is like awesome because they give you rewards points, right? So if you use the card correctly, you end up flying for free everywhere. But part of that deal is that you get charged an annual fee, right? Pretty much. Now, this is a one-time fee. This is not an annual fee, right? I believe. It looks like it says annual maintenance stake, Saitama, no annual fees. So no annual fees, but this is sort of like a debit card. Unless I'm hearing something wrong, this is a debit card. You shouldn't have to pay for any sort of application fee for a debit card. That's kind of crazy to me, because there's a crypto.com, there's a Crow card that's free. I got the Voyager before they went under. They had a card that was free. So to me, it's kind of crazy asking for $200 for a pretty much a debit card. And it just seems another way to get money from the community. Seems like another way to take money from the community. So not good for Saitama. I mean, of course, they did release their use case, so you can't really consider them a scam. You can say they do scammy things, right? Or if you consider a lot of the top wallets selling off a scam, right? You can't really consider them a scam, really, because they are putting out some sort of use case in SATA Pro. Whatever you think of it's your opinion, but still. All right, so that's what Saitama is doing. Now, let's move on to Terareum. Now, Terareum, recently, their marketing wallet has been dumping, or whatever their wallet is they use for paying for things, has been dumping a massive amount of Ethereum. Now, of course, Ethereum's about $1,200 right now, so 86 Ethereum sold. Let me move my face here. 86 Ethereum sold right here is pretty much equivalent to, you saying, like 90 or probably like $100,000, something like in that ballpark. So they're selling, they're making these big sales, right? Terareum is. They just released their use case too, right? Their centralized exchange, which you can only use it in the UAE and India for right now, but you can sign up and do those sorts of things. Different from Saitama, because Saitama is a decentralized exchange and Terareum wants to be a centralized exchange. But all these sales, I get it, guys, and the comparison I get here is like, oh, well, Elon Musk sells Tesla shares. Yeah, Elon Musk sells Tesla shares to maybe buy the dip when the market dumps more, because Tesla's been dumping, or to maybe pay for different things, or in this case, probably paying for things with Twitter. So we do see CEOs doing those sorts of things. But it's a little shady in a space where a project hasn't been out for a year yet, right? This team doesn't have the best reputation, right? They were Saitama investors, and it seems like they don't really know too much about crypto, but they've been learning a lot about it, although they say they do. They've been making some pretty bad publicity moves, especially the CEO Milton. Pretty dumb on Twitter. Like, that guy just does not need to be on Twitter. And when you just look at Terareum as a project as a whole, it's like, well, what have they delivered except a basic interface that was released maybe 2 weeks ago? So when you compare Tesla and Elon Musk selling shares and big successful companies selling shares, just think about who we're talking about here. Are we talking about the Terareum team? Are we talking about people that have managed successful businesses, bought and sold successful businesses? Are we talking about a group of people that created a meme token and possibly lied about a Binance listing, or were naive enough to get duped by someone pretending to be someone who worked for Binance. So you got to put some things into perspective here, right? These big, large sales don't look good. Look, if they're saying they're paying for operation costs, I get it, fine, but it still looks really, really shady when you see all this stuff. And either way you slice it, people that are buying in, they're getting dumped on, right? The meme coin cryptocurrency space is so unregulated, and it's so easy for people to get away with these sorts of things without people making a huge fuss. Thank goodness for people like, Cool and Chris, Ravi, Skywalker, all these different people that are paying attention to this, Ozam Austin too, to keep them, the team in somewhat check, although they're going to keep dumping anyways, and at least put them on notice, because this kind of stuff is shady. Now, if Terareum decides to scrap and, hang it up, in the next couple months or this year, this is going to look very, very bad. And a lot of people are going to want to know where the money is going and how much money do you really, really need. All right. So lastly, we're going to be talking about Lillian Finance. Now, of course, Lillian Finance had this huge hype to be listed on Coinbase. They said they were. It came out of their mouths. Brad Beatty, the CEO of Lillian Finance, had his daughter go on a YouTube live stream and tell everyone that they were getting listed on Coinbase. Turns out that never happened. They never talked about it. Today they had a Twitter live space where it started for 27 seconds and ended. And there's still a reminder set up for the 5th. So, I mean, it's supposed to be today at 5 p.m. I don't know what happened. I'm not in their Discord, but it would be very good of them to keep the people updated on the biggest and most important social media platform in crypto, which is Twitter. You have to stay active on Twitter. Everyone's on Twitter. Not everyone wants to subscribe or be part of your Telegram. Not everyone wants to be part of your Discord. So you got to be more active on Twitter. And we need to know why the hell this space went up for 30 seconds and then just is gone. Was this supposed to be some update on the Coinbase listing? Because it's now the new year, January 5th of 2023, and we still haven't gotten any sort of update on anything when it comes to the Coinbase listing, which really pumped this price, and ever since it has been dumping to oblivion. So these guys wrecked a lot of investors, and there's still a ton of unanswered questions when it comes to Lillian Finance. We'll have to see what happens in the future, but this doesn't look good for them. Now, unlike Terareum and Saitama, Lillian Finance hasn't really released a clear use case yet, except that they're using some of the money they have, to pay for surgeries of some physically ill children, which is good, but they still need an actual use case, which is supposed to be bringing blockchain technology to the medical industry when it comes to medical billing, network care, and those sorts of things. And we're not seeing any of that. So, I mean, their banner was the Coinbase listing. They took it down. We haven't gotten any more news. The mods have been quiet. Other people have been quiet. It's just kind of unclear on what the hell is going on. And right now, it seems like they purposely duped the community. Who knows? I don't know. The best information we had was a Coinbase rep pretty much coming out and saying oh, no, you don't believe anyone saying they're getting listed on Coinbase. The official listings come from us. Other people were saying, Brad, the CEO of Lillian Finance, has connections, and it turns out that wasn't the case. So the 3 things these products are doing are really, really shady. It doesn't look good for them, and like I said, these products are near and dear to us for the right reasons for some of us, but for a lot of us, for a lot of the wrong reasons, because our investment pretty much went to shit. But they're doing a lot of things that don't make them look good. Saitama charging $200 for a damn debit card and an application fee. Terareum making massive amount of ETH dumps in the name of marketing and paying their employees, supposedly. And Lillian Finance, pretty much lying about a listing, not following through with giving us an answer, having a space, not letting us know what's going on, and keeping everybody in the dark. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow morning for Coffee and Crypto. Peace.